This is my commands. Touch gloves. God bless.
Obviously, but Broner has the... Ponce de Leon trying to punch off the ropes. Emotions, he said, well, same way that you guys need to temper your emotions in meeting me.
Those are 8-ounce gloves, if I'm correct. He looked at tapes of Ponce de Leon. He said, is this how he fights? Is this how he fights for real?
Not going to be throwing back, even though he is moving up in weight, Ponce de Leon.
But saw Aaron Pryor in the corner of Broner.
Alexis Arguello for the second time. Came back, wound up losing a fight many years later. But Cincinnati, like New York City and Washington, D.C. in recent years, has produced a lot of really good fighters and flashy fighters. Fighter in the last 10 or so years.
An ugly fight, and it may not be a good night for Broner.
He's not giving it to him.
Rolling over, popping up.
Official ringside score.
All righty, Bob. I've got a 2-0. 20-18, Daniel Ponce de Leon. You know, Bob, I like that left hand to the body. I can't help saying that. The kid gets inside, and he digs that left hand hard. He's a real cagey veteran, tough guy to fight, and Adrien Broner is going to have to get a lot more busy doing this fight. So far, Ponce de Leon doing more damage with that left hand to the body.
45 total punches in the first 2 rounds. Ponce de Leon told us during the fighter meeting, if they're using me as a stepping stone, it's going to be a slippery stone.
Yeah, he said it's going to be a very slippery step.
You're looking for a guy at this stage to start putting his punches together 3 and 4 at a time. That combination punching that Broner's not shown.
Broner, but not after. Ponce de Leon continues to wing that left hand to the body, like right there.
He's making a good shot, good hook by Broner.
Very fast.
Ponce de Leon getting off first is forcing him to keep his hands at home for defense. That's why you tell a guy to try to get off first. See that? He makes the other guy keep his hands home for defense. And that's what he's doing to Broner right now.
These left shots to the body just continually land.
Yeah, that was a good left down the middle then, though.
Ponce showing some veteran caginess.
What I call the Pacquiao effect. Pacquiao throws so many punches that he makes these guys keep their hands home. Just like that. Leon feels as though he can take these punches now, so he's willing to trade. Go to the body a little bit. You know, a young fighter has to learn to go to the body early on an old crafty guy like Ponce de Leon. And Ponce de Leon is going to his body, which should remind him to go to Ponce de Leon's body.
Fights a right-handed fighter, which obviously, but here in Ponce de Leon's corner, you
Change anything after round 3.
Most guys don't get to be champ by accident.
crisp boxing skills plus athleticism. Skill, I think, that Lopez showed in that fight early.
Punches like that when you stick a punch out, that's what makes a young guy scared to punch sometimes.
And of course, Lopez is a different kind of fighter, more of a puncher. He's a southpaw too. Sometimes a first round knockout, half guys are clearly warmed up here.
If he puts his punches together right here, he'd be better off. But he's still throwing one.
Together.
Good stuff in the
Scores on the way out.
And see what Broner does to make up for that.
Good scrap.
Here you see Ponce de Leon purposely trying to step on Broner's toe to hold him still so that he can land the left hand like his corner asked him to do. That time Broner slipped out of it and landed a counter right over the top of the left hand.
Adrien Broner
On the foot instead of throwing his hands. And
ripping Broner to the body in the previous round.
It doesn't come as quick when you have to think.
well, he can't outthink Broner because Broner is clearly the better boxer. That's round that may have taken a little bit of effect on Ponce de Leon.
Landing very accurately now from Broner.
Much more confident Adrien Broner here in round 5.
Now he's fighting at his own pace. If he can fight at his pace, it is very hard to beat him. Now Broner's in his own rhythm. It's almost impossible for Ponce de Leon to do it.
Ponce de Leon.
See, Broner has all the tools. He's good puncher.
I've got got a 48-47, 3 rounds to 2, Daniel Ponce de Leon. Bob, I thought Daniel Ponce de Leon did enough in the first 3 rounds to win him with that left hand. And that's not a real fan-friendly style at all. That counter and get out of there. And that's how Adrien Broner's winning the fight. Look at that.
Win so that he can move up in this big step. If he steps in and something stupid happens to him, then he looks like a total idiot.
But Roy, 2 things about that. One, as he fights better and better fighters, as you mentioned, some of the success Ponce is having is because he's dictating the tempo at times. And by not leading, in the state boxings in today, you got to win and move on. Like what Canelo Alvarez has done here tonight, selling, it looks like maybe 10,000 tickets. And Broner's not going to sell tickets doing this.
No, he's not going to sell tickets doing this now. He's going to take a higher level of competition. And fighting a southpaw always makes it difficult, and it always usually makes for an ugly fight.
And make things happen rather than just to sit back and wait to counter?
Oh, most definitely. It's just that because Ponce de Leon is a lot slower than him, that eventually he hopes to wear Ponce de Leon down. In a different fighter, he'd know he'd have to push the issue. He'd have to work his jab more, and he'd have to do a lot more combination punching.
Ponce de Leon went on the belt line.
This is why I say this is a smart fight for him at the time, because like that right there, throwing too many punches at one time against a southpaw.
Even you who are defending him in this style would like to see him lead with the jab more, put more punches together.
I definitely would like to see him lead with the jab more and throw more punches off top. If he like that.
Had success in the first 3 rounds through 40 more punches in the round.
Kind of punches like that. That's where he'd be more busier at, and
even as he's coming forward.
Good shot by Ponce de Leon.
Good right hand by Broner.
And that was set up over the jab like that. So if he throws first and then counters right away, it's beautiful. But he has to do more.
Broner tried to shoot that right hand, just missed. Ponce de Leon goes back to the body. Broner with a body shot back.
Box Broner from the outside. He has to turn it into an ugly fight.
Another one of those counter right hands scored, and Broner connects with a lead right and counter right.
That's 4 straight rights in a row. Good counter by Ponce de Leon.
Stop back. No knockdowns in the fight.
You're seeing real craftiness here. Even if it's not classical craft, he is crafty.
Punches, he's still hanging in the fight, and he's not getting caught with too many.
Guy against a larger man who's... But here's the problem with Broner. His offering is, you know, isolated punches, not this. And your muscle memory just won't be the same because you fight so many more right-handed fighters.
Exactly right. You grew up fighting right-handers and grew up right-handers.
I'm even more confident now. And
you know something? If Adrien Broner loses this fight, he can blame it on that 8th round. I mean, this is a guy that, one thing, you know, Ponce de Leon took it to him. Adrien Broner just backed up, and Ponce de Leon was scoring that left hand. Look at this. He's
instructing both, but Roy, you know, you think about those first 3 rounds where De Leon hit him with all the body shots and stuff. At the end of the day, you don't want to take any chances, but this is a close fight.
Close fight. So in the beginning, when he could box,
just the kind of overall damage inflicted, it seems to me.
Easier fighter.
Yeah, but Max, all those clean left hands to the body in the early parts of the fight, they count.
They count. It's not that De Leon hasn't had many moments. It just seems to me Broner's had more.
The body from Ponce de Leon.
See, Ponce de Leon is willing to gamble and let it all go because he's trying to win this fight.
Having some moments right here.
Yeah, Broner misses with those punches. Ponce de Leon goes for the body. End of 9. 19-0 with 1 no decision. Ponce de Leon steps in with a combination. Left hand to the body.
And this is why I don't watch many tapes on fighters, because sometimes
of a former champion, a guy that made 6 defenses, Roy. It's not something you luck into.
No, it's not.
Not all the time, sometimes.
And his only 2 losses are to Juan Manuel Lopez. And right hand from Broner.
De Leon has a lot of quality wins.
And he's thrown twice as many punches as Broner, according to CompuBox, in this round alone.
But
Broner worried about getting countered, doesn't let his hands go, and as a result, he gets hit more than he should.
Exactly, because Ponce de Leon is using those shots to make him keep his hands at home.
The end of that combination. Fans in Anaheim think so.
For the winner by unanimous decision, the Cincinnati Kid, Adrien, the Problem Broner.
No problem, 96-94. It was that kind of fight. 99-91, 9 rounds to 1. Come on, man.